security. We got a healthcare plan. We got a retirement plan. We got a 401k. I might be considered being part of the squad. Why not? Especially if I got my own
What's
nights.
that Bunny Ranch? What's that joint?
No, see, that's different.
Derek Banks says it's just like the Playboy Mansion.
That's what
Yes,
I
exactly.
just said that.
It is
I
just
just
like
said
that. And I agree, it's just like that. But see, the only thing is you were talking about the Playboy Mansion. Okay.
You know that Bunny Ranch joint.
But see, the Bunny Ranch is different because the Bunny Ranch is a whorehouse. I mean, they they get paid to screw whoever walk in the door. And I am not down for that. You come in the door looking like, who did it and what for, baby? Bye. I don't care how much money you got.
I used to watch that. That show was hilarious. It's all kind of crazy stuff.
So that's a little different. But however, I believe that this young lady is just out for the attention. I think that if she really was held captive, why didn't she file some type of charges? I don't know. It just seems like she wants the attention that she's getting from the media. So I don't know. So anyway, that's enough about that. I do want to talk about these hurricanes that are happening because, I mean, what's really going on? Now we got Maria that's wreaking havoc. So do we think this is man-made? I see a lot of conspiracy theories and people are thinking that this is man-made. What's going on? We having all these hurricanes all of a sudden.
Earthquakes,
what
fire.
Do you think?
I mean, again, this is Monique speak. This is not the gospel. But I do believe in conspiracy theories, but I don't think that it would go to that extreme that so many people would die.
So you don't think this is a man-made thing? You think this is just a natural occurrence?
I think it's just time.
Yeah, I think it's a natural occurrence also. I mean, I think it's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate that it's happening around the world, but I do believe that it's a natural occurrence.
Because why would one, I mean, even the most sadistic person in the world, why would they want to kill all of these people? You know what I mean?
Because it's America.
No, I mean, but the earthquakes are not in America.
True.
That's true, but we're talking about hurricanes.
Yeah.
But hurricanes and tsunamis and like to me, it's still all the same thing. I mean, for me, I feel like why would one person? I see them building a bomb. I see them wanting to bomb us. I see them wanting to blow us up, but I don't see them wanting to.
Have you ever thought about advanced weaponry? Have you ever thought about that? Like our nation has patents on weather making machines.
See, and that's what
you know what I'm saying.
That's why I said it could be.
Yeah, so
I have heard that.
If you alter the weather, it's going to cause other things to go wrong, I believe. You know what I'm saying? That's just my theory. Okay. But if they got weather making machines, they be making some weather. And who's to say it ain't Korea sending these hurricanes over our way?
Wow, wouldn't that be something? Now that's a really serious weapon right there. But the only problem is it's not just hurting us; it's hurting other countries. Yeah. I mean, and I think it's interesting that it's getting to all these exotic places, these islands that people vacation on.
Like Puerto
Rico. I think it's very interesting.
Mexico.
All the Caribbean islands, have been hit very, very hard. But we all know that there can be man-made floods. All we got to do is look at New Orleans. And really look at Houston too.
I was about to say.
Because we know. I feel like Houston floods all the time. So if they forecast 21 inches of rain, we're going to flood. That's why I was like, why y'all didn't take more precautions?
And then
we flood on a regular day.
Everything loose. Like, I mean, you saying I'm a sacrifice. Like, again, like I said last Friday, it reminded me of that movie Deep Impact. Like, you know this is going to happen. We have to do this to you. But you people who won this lottery, you know what I mean? You can go on. The movie with Morgan Freeman was the president. Like, it's like you're trying to build a society of Stepford people. Or the movie Get Out. I'm never going to get it out of my mind. Okay. Every time I hear that song Redbone, that's what I think about the movie Get Out. So I don't be staying woke for that reason. But I mean, that's just my opinion. Again, I really believe that it's about crowd control. I say quality control because it's a quality of life that only some want.
Well, I think a lot of people thought it was population control, but I really don't think they have to control the population anymore like they used to. Because when you look at, especially in the black community, our population is dwindling anyway. Yeah. Because if it's not, they're killing us. Then we dying. We dying of diabetes, heart disease, HIV. We dying of all kind of health issues. Then we not really recreating no babies because half our folks is gay. So I mean, I'm just saying. And then the other half locked up. And
they won't let you out.
You have to do some research on this. A lot of men, when they come out of prison, cannot have kids. Just research it and you'll see. They have difficulty having kids once they've been in prison 5 or more years. So I think they're already working on that, and they've succeeded. They succeeded to a degree to controlling our population. Now our Latinos, they can't stop them. Okay, they cannot be stopped. I don't know what's in them tortillas, but baby, they be popping them out. So their population is growing. And especially in the city of Houston, I think they are becoming the majority.
I think we have a lot to do with our society as well as Black people. We already are divided. I was just talking about this today with my friend Kayla, and I was just saying that it's just really sad because, I give empowerment conferences, and it's kind of hard to tell like a group of young girls that are all different shades of brown, that one is not better than the other because they already came in knowing that I'm already better than you. You know what I mean? Like there's no unity. There's no uplifting each other. I maybe got like this many women friends that actually are down for me like that. Everybody else are just associates, and it's sad because that it started way back then. So why are we're doing this to ourselves?
I actually agree.
We're doing this to ourselves.
Yeah, I agree. Going back to like what I'm going through, back in Chicago, salute everybody in Chicago. But I feel like it's a genocide,
Yeah, I did.
I feel like it's a genocide. When it comes down to people being in prison and stuff like that, like I did time. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm only 22, and I did time myself. I did 18 months, and they were feeding guys in prison, soy. Like some of the food up in there is like it's bad for your health. So I do believe that. And then on top of that, when it comes down to us not populating as much as we can, it's due to the fact of us like being belligerent and being like disrespectful towards each other. Like how can you disrespect this person that you rarely know? Like I think about my boys back in Chicago, like you feel me, like shout out Lil Durk, you feel me, shout out Chief Keef and them, shout out to Lil Herb, y'all doing y'all thing, Jungle Boy, y'all doing y'all thing, you feel me, Swag, you feel me. I felt like it's just crazy though because like we grew up with each other, and although that we grew up on different sides of the block, and we was like departed from those areas. How come we still got into it with each other? How come like we have some type of hatred and envy towards each other? But it's crazy though because I don't see it like that. Like by me starting doing music and stuff like that, and like I feel like at the end of the day they my role models, and it's a good thing that I have those type of people in my life because I get to see the lifestyle that I never even experienced, and they are part of the lifestyle that I want. So I just feel like it's just crazy how we are like a part of this whole genocide and allowing it to happen.
They want us to kill each other.
Yes, and that melodic voice you've been listening to is that of Johnny Poppy, and he is an artist.
What's going
and we're
on?
going to learn more about his music later. I just want y'all to know who he was, just in case y'all want to get your Google on. All right. So anyway, I do agree with everything you guys are saying, which leads me to my next topic because I ran across this information on the Washington Post this week. It said that African Americans is the only ethnic group whose income has not risen since 2010. And Latinos, which they call Hispanics, Asians, and whites, their all income level has increased. The only group whose income level has not increased is African Americans since 2010. So why do we think this is? Why do we think this is?
We don't come together.
True.
We go to church. We know what the Bible says for those who believe in it, but I do. And it says take care of your family. Take care of your family. All come together. Be like the Asians. I say this all the time. Like they all put in together. That's why they're so successful. Like there's no unity. So how can things get better and rise if you too busy trying to be better than me?
I think that's definitely a big part of it. I think that's a huge part of it.
That's facts.
But this is information that was released by the Census Bureau. So I think there's a couple other issues in play also. One is that African American people, all their income ain't reported. And y'all know this. So the Census Bureau don't know whether my income actually rose or not. Because we ain't reporting everything we making. You dig? We ain't gonna do that.
I'm not.
True.
And half of the people that's feeling real good, you know, according to the paper,
So they just don't
making
know.
nothing.
They just don't know.
Yes,
you
that's
know.
part of it because we don't trust them. We ain't trying to have them all in our business like
Okay.
that. So they might feel like we making $23,000 a year. Little do they know we bringing down 60. But ain't none of your business though.
You ain't heard
That's
it
one.
from me.
That's one issue. The other issue I believe is that the job market is set against us a lot, especially our black men. It's set against them. I mean, if once you have a felony conviction, they don't want to give you
That is
no job.
crazy.
It's like you only have access to certain jobs, and the jobs aren't paying that well. And then let's talk about the
Very
issue that's
demeaning.
going on right now in this country as far as the legalization of marijuana. It's not fair that you got people getting locked up for selling something that's legal in another place. That's not cool to me.
Right.
You got people, most of the people that's making the money off this is white, whether y'all believe it or not. And it's a lot of corporate
Texas.
people behind some of these
They gotta
dispensaries
fill
in
these
Colorado,
prisons.
in Washington. It's a lot of corporate people behind that. So if y'all let the brothers into the game,
They're not gonna do that
and the
here.
sisters, because you know as soon as it becomes legal
Baby.
in Texas, I'm gonna have my own brand.
Be so
So
cute.
just so
They
you
need to
know,
do that in
I'm
Chicago.
right here
I
with
don't
you.
think that they will though. Texas
So,
has a lot
Texas
of prisons.
is behind, but
Texas
it's
ain't
gonna
gonna
they're gonna have to eventually gonna have to give in to the pressure because people gonna be going other places.
Yeah.
People are gonna go elsewhere. If all the surrounding states make it legal, Texas is gonna have to do it because people are just gonna go elsewhere. But I'm saying, you know, it's unfair that you can actually make a living doing this in other places, and then the people that's doing it here gotta worry about getting locked up. That's not cool to me. So it's like they will take the very thing, and this y'all know this been going on for a long time. The very thing that we successful at, they take it, and make it their own. And I ain't saying every black person sell weed, but y'all know. A lot of us done came up. Oh, not us. A lot of y'all
They sure have.
done came up off that. I'm just sure. So they try to take it and make it their own, and I think that's not right. And I think that's the reason why our income can't increase either. I mean, black folks talk too much. Also, that's what Yankee says. Okay, that could be income, crusher to your income. So I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think. They say that African Americans is the only ethnic group whose income has not increased since the year 2010. So you all let me know what you think. Also, the other reason why is because the minute we get income, it goes right back out. And y'all know that we are the biggest consumers in the nation.
Savings account look like?
We're the biggest consumers in the nation. Soon as we get that money, because I know some of y'all got that $400 from the Red Cross and it's already gone.
You know what?
I ain't get mine yet.
Yeah.
Red Cross, if
Y'all
you're
already
listening,
been out there, okay.
I was definitely affected.
And he
But,
at your boy.
Yeah, but I think as we as a people need to support each other. We need to, if we the number one consumers, let's consume, let's spend with each other. Let's circulate through our own community.
Buy black.
You know what I mean? Like Black Wall Street, that money used to circulate through the community 9 times before it would even leave the community. But as it stands now, our money goes straight out the community. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we need to step up and support each other. And I don't talk about nothing I don't do. And, you know, I support every local business I can. You know what I mean? Especially black business.
And I think that some of us need to get into different lines of business because there's only so many barbershops and beauty shops we can go to. So if we're trying to support each other and boutiques, some of y'all do something else. Do something else. I'm so serious. Do some lawn care. You know, Latinos ain't the only ones that can do
Because
landscaping.
they got it on lock, honey.
Come on, y'all, do some lawn care because we want to employ you. Do some lawn care. Some of y'all get some nail shops.
Okay,
I'm tired of going in there and they
I don't
talking
even know what the hell
talk
you're saying.
while you doing my nails. Come on, sisters,
What are you
open up
saying?
some nail shops.
I'm learning
And
Mandarin
would y'all
as we speak.
please do some cleaning companies. Let's think outside the box as